Hey folks, welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's A Wonderful World of Beer. Today I'm going to be revisiting Colt 45 Malt Liquor, 6.1% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Pabst Brewing Company, originally of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who are now headquartered in Los Angeles, California. Now, like all Pabst brews, this would be contract brewed at one of many Miller Breweries throughout the United States of America. And another thing I should add is that Colt 45 does vary in its ABV as well. In some regions it's 5.6% ABV, others 6.1%, and others I believe as much as 8% ABV. But what I have here today is apparently 6.1% ABV. Now, as you can see, it's in a lovely clear 40-ounce bottle. Now, I'm not going to bother pouring it out into a glass. I'm just going to, tap the bottle and twist the cap, as they say, and drink it straight out of the 40. Now, Colt 45 has actually been around for 52 years, believe it or not. Now, as far as the story goes, it was apparently named after the Baltimore Colts running back, number 45, Jerry Hill. But yeah, that could in fact just be, well, according to my fellow beer reviewer, Jay Terrio of Louisiana Beer Reviews, that could in fact just be a made-up story, and perhaps it is really actually named after the gun rather than the football, or the football player of the 1963 Baltimore Colts, Mr. Jerry Hill. Anyway, who knows? But I'm going to crack this open and make another assessment of it. Last time I had it about 2 years ago, well, maybe about 18 months ago, in fact, was in the 16-ounce can. But this time I'm trying it in the clear 40-ounce bottles. So let me tap the bottle and twist the cap. Alright, so nice crack there. So as you can see, because the bottle's clear, it's a lovely, clear, pale golden color. If I was pouring it, the head would be bright white. But yeah, let me just smell it. Alright, so yeah, like the can of it I reviewed about 18 months ago, I can smell some, sweet grains there, and a bit of corn adjunct. Alright, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to just drink this straight out of the 40-ounce. So, cheers to you all, and a special cheers to my homeboy, DJ B-Cut. Hopefully, DJ B-Cut, you can join me for a review of Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor very soon. Alright, so cheers to you all. Alright, well, up front, I'm getting a nice hit, of, sweet grains, sweet malt there. It's a very malt-forward brew. In terms of its bitterness, it's very minimal, only there for balancing, really. But, yeah, look, the bitterness is just, there's just nothing to speak of, really, in terms of its bitterness. Yeah, I mean, it's, very smooth and full-bodied. It's just a real sort of no apologies, manly sort of beer. Yeah, what more can I say? But I must have another gulp. I mean, that certainly is crisp and refreshing. And really, there's nothing offensive about it flavor-wise. It's a really delicious brew. And I don't know why it has such a bad rap, and is sort of held in such sort of low regard in terms of beers out there. I think there's a lot to be said for the malt liquor style. It's yeah, definitely, a style that just cops a lot of flack. But, actually when you try it, it's, yeah, quite surprising, just at how tasty it is. And this particular brew is a fine example of the malt liquor style. Anyway, I'll just have another gulp. So tasty. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it reminds, well, in my original review, it reminds me a lot of a Carling Black Label on steroids, and I still, stick to that. Yeah, it's just real sort of no apologies, sort of just beer, just to be drunk and enjoyed, at parties and barbecues. Yeah, there's nothing really like fancy about it. It just tastes good. It's very chuggable, and very enjoyable. And I mean, if you can get your hands on it, I would highly recommend it. I mean, I wish that Dan Murphy's here in Australia actually stocked it. That would really be something. Yeah, I mean. I would also hope that they would, charge a reasonable price for it, because I know that in the States it's very cheap, and I think people pay only the best part of $2 or $3, for a bottle of this, which is amazingly good value. Anyway, it's definitely something that is very drinkable and very sessionable, even at 6.1% ABV. Of course, being a higher ABV, it's probably going to clobber you a bit quicker than your regular beers would. But I tell you what, the alcohol presence is definitely well hidden. It definitely doesn't taste like it's a beer that a malt liquor that has a higher ABV. But that's what malt liquor is all about. It's essentially just a type of beer that for legal reasons in America has to be called malt liquor, because it's ABV is above 5%. But unless I knew that it was above 5%, I wouldn't I wouldn't know any better. All right, well, anyway, it's obviously quite, apparent to you, the viewer, that I think this is, a sensational brew. So I'll have one last gulp, and I'll give it a score out of 10. All right, well, I believe last time when I reviewed the 16-ounce can of Colt 45 malt liquor, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm actually enjoying it a little bit more out of this clear glass bottle, believe it or not. So I'd be more than happy to give it a 9.5 out of 10. So yes, a whole nother point, believe it or not, folks. So anyway, check it out if you can. I know that if you're in the States or Canada, it's going to be very easy to procure, but obviously in Australia or anywhere else in the world, probably quite challenging. But it's a very decent brew, and I really enjoyed and wish that it was more widely available. It's a real damn shame that it's not here. But anyway, that's enough rambling from me. So thank you once again for joining me for another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. And until next time, fare thee well, all.